Hey, welcome back. Want to do some more beta testing with the game day software. Still having issues with the offset. I'm going to go through the setup and the menu for ball position and show you guys what it's been doing for me. I've seen other videos where it's working for people with iMini, so it could be just fine. We're going to do a little testing. All right, ball position. All right, so just line it up. My hitting strip is 12 inches, so I'm going to start on the right side of the hitting area. I'm going to hit next, and it says move the ball to the left side. Confirm, complete, go, accept, and I'm just going to jump into the range. And as it's doing it on the range, it's pretty much unplayable. It's like throwing the view way off to the right and left where you can't see anything down your target line when I did it earlier, and it should be on. Okay, so here it is starting. So center the hitting mat. Okay, it's over here. Move it there. Stays there. So move it back. Okay, it gets somewhat center. It's still a little left, but all right, let's see what it does. All right, with no ball in the zone. Okay, I'd like it to stay center, if anything. Okay, so here it's way off. Pull it over here. This is out of the zone. Okay, so that is unplayable on the right side. Okay, it's somewhat better. Let's go ahead and put it back in the zone.
Okay.
Okay, I don't like that. Try to move to the far right side of the zone. Okay, and that gets almost center. Still a little to the left. Okay, so I got it on the far right side of the zone, and I kind of like that, but I'd rather it be center. And see, it jumps way too much. Let's go to the far right side again. That's almost playable. Putting is just a nightmare, though. What is this? I've got 7 iron. Alright. So I'd like to have it center. Yeah, it's just jumping way off line. Really shank that one. Alright, so that's a little bit of the range. Let's go to the approach area. I do like the approach area. 100 yards, minimum of 50. Apply. Okay, so this 69. I'll get my sandwichy. Okay, so that's like way off. Okay, a little better. On the far right side of the hitting zone. So that's okay right there. I don't really hit from over here, but I can play with that. But they don't have where you can just
Okay.
lock it to a center hitting. I like the idea of it moving relative to your hitting zone, but it's only 8 inches wide, so it should move no more than 8 inches on the screen, I think. Okay, so that's pretty far over in the zone. That's almost center. 72. Okay, I'd like to hit from the center of my strip, though, of course. So I don't know if it's just my iMini or what, my setup, but okay, that's still a little too far left. Yeah, 62. All right, let's try the putting. It's a little better than it was earlier. Putting practice, minimum 5 feet, and go to 15 feet. Okie dokie. 11 footer. This is where I'd really like it to be center. So, I mean, you can't play with that. I can't. I like to look at the screen when I put line up. Could be something, a setting, but. Alright, so that's pretty good. So that's pretty center. 11 footer. Oh, yeah. 12 footer. So I usually putt from over here. I don't really took it that time. But that's still too far off, so let's go center. Okay, so that's unplayable. Far right. Okay, it's still way off. Again, it's the beta, so I've emailed the last video to Uneekor support. Okay, 8 footer. Ideally, I'd like to put here. Okay, so that you can't play with that at all. All right, that's the far right side of the hitting zone. So then it goes pretty center there. Center. Okay, so that's just unplayable. Okay, jump back to driving range, and so it's obviously it's too far over there. So if I go center, where I usually hit from, it stays over there. So go right side. Okay, now that's center, but I don't usually hit from over there. I want to hit in the center. Okay, yeah, that's pretty unplayable. All right, line it back center. So, I mean, I don't know if it's something with my aspect ratio. Shouldn't be, but I do know. Let's go to the far right side. Okay, and that's okay there. I don't usually hit from this side of the strip. All I want is center hitting. and I can't seem to find it. Okay, I mean, that could work, but that I moved it like 4 inches and it moved like that much on the screen. So that's just kind of unplayable to me. But hopefully they'll take this feedback and get it fixed. I'm gonna run through the ball position setup again on the settings screen, ball position. I tried this earlier. I'm just gonna do center of the mat, and then when it asks for the next one, go center again. So, all right, center. So that's perfect. That's lined up in the middle. Then it tells you to move it over, but not going too much. Hit center. Tell it to confirm that. Complete. Accept. Back to the range. And see what happens this time. Get it out of there. Other than that, I mean, software is pretty decent. Kind of like it. Something different. I'm not going to give up GS Pro. Most people are not. But, okay, so this, yeah, that's unplayable. Center. Okay, so, alright, so it's not even aiming me down the driving range. So no change. Far right side. Center. Okay, nothing. So watch when you hit. Okay. No ball in the zone. Okay, so there's nothing there. Put it dead center. Okay. Alright, got something. It's too far to the right, but let me move it to the left. Okay, you get that. Back to the far right. And let it reset one more time. Yep, so pretty much unplayable. Okay, I could probably deal with that, but that's way too far to the right. Really shank that ball. I mean, he needs to get the club impact replay on as well. I think they will, though. Alright, so that, yeah, that's pretty much unplayable. Alright, so let me jump into a course right quick. We'll go into practice, course practice. I've got Pebble Beach, the farms, and Westlake. I'm gonna jump in Westlake because I haven't seen it yet. Leave everything pretty neutral. Just hit go. See what happens. What's that? P-Witch. Again, it's a beta, so you can expect to have issues. But that's pretty major. Other videos I've seen, they don't have this problem. I've seen a few with the iMini. Their offset seems to work pretty good. So, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the latest beta, which is 3.15, I think. Not sure. Okay, how's that? And there's no way. Let's see. Let me change the aim. Changing the aim. It's not doing anything. Let's put a ball in. Okay. It's got me over there. Now it's showing my aim, but it's still way on the right side. So let me go to the left side. Didn't move. Center is where I'd like to have it. And that's what you get. So let's just hit one, see what it happens. Where's the ball? Nobody knows. Okay. All right. So on the mini map, it's supposed to default aim you right at the pin. Let's go center. Okay, that's what I get. Okay. So pretty much unplayable. Let me just hit and see if it kind of gets if it hits toward the pin. My low left miss. Kind of went toward the pin. Okay. Now I've got. Now I'm actually looking at it. All right. So I assume the pin is up there. Okay. So my view is still way off, but it shows I'm aiming at the pin. Let's see if. Oh, okay. It's way over there now. Let's pull it over here. Nothing. Way to the right side. Worse. Back to middle. Nothing. So I just have to guess. It's a, what, a 40-yard chip. Okay. Pretty much unplayable. So now the putting is same issue. So I mean I can't. What do you do with that? Nothing. How far is it? 17. All right. I just wanted to kind of show like a video and show what's going on with mine. Um, it's iMini. It's the latest beta. Let's see. Go back. I'm gonna quit and go back to the launcher and see what. Okay, game day beta is 25.3.13. So I hit updates, and that's the latest version. So there it is. That's what I'm dealing with. So pretty much unplayable, but hopefully they'll get back to me and make a few updates with the offset. Surely I'm not the only one having this issue, but again, it's a beta, so that's what this is for, testing for people to find issues. Okay, so that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.